Hello everybody, welcome. We are here today at Halloween Horror Nights once again, and this is going to be our last night here at Halloween Horror Nights this year, and honestly, I'm kind of ready for it to be over. Last night for us for Halloween Horror Nights, we got the Rush of Fear pass. That was the most reasonably priced Halloween Horror Nights pass for us personally. We got to come here the first 17 nights that Halloween Horror Nights is open. So we got to do this a bunch of times, get a lot of good footage. But I'm ready for it to be over.
It's so crowded.
It is getting so crowded. The closer you get to Halloween, the more crowded it's getting. So I'm excited for this to be our last night. We're going to try and hit the ones we haven't done yet. So Halloween is on the docket tonight. It's already a 65-minute wait and it just opened. The Blumhouse pictures, we're going to try and do Blumhouse a little bit later. It's already up to 35 minutes and it just opened. So we'll see how this goes. Halloween is the one we've been putting off for quite a while because the lines have been so bad for this house. And we knew it was going to be that way at the very beginning. All the speculation maps, everything based on its location, based on its IP. You see, 65 minutes. We knew it was going to be super crowded. And so I'm not surprised at all. The line for Halloween goes through this Jimmy Fallon show. Line queue for a little bit of it. But with all the express passes and the RIP tours, I'm a little worried that this one's going to end up actually being 65 minutes or longer, like it said. So I'll tell you what, the Halloween Horror Express Pass is definitely recommended if you want to do all these houses in a day or two. It's super expensive, though. I mean, it is so expensive. It's just a little bit too much, maybe to do it one night, but definitely not for multiple nights, unless you do the package deal where you can get it. It's like $800 or $900 for one person. I think if you do like the entire time Express Pass, just depends on how much you really love Halloween Horror Nights. Now this was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre location last year. And the line for this was absolutely atrocious. I mean, it literally just kept going and going and going and going and going. It was bad.
It kept stopping for long periods of time.
Man, it was bad. So I've been really dreading doing this one because I want to do Halloween. I'm excited to do the house, but I've been dreading this queue, man. I'm telling you, I've been dreading it. It's so long. And like you think you're getting there, you keep walking, you get there, and then you go around a turn, and then there's more line. And then you get through all of that line. Like, I mean, just look at all these people. And you get through all of this. See all that line behind me? You get through all of that line, and you think you're there, and then there's a whole nother set of lines. So it literally is horrendous. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, it's bad. And we're coming off fresh of our Kings Island Halloween haunt. And coming back here, I'll be honest, I'm not loving it so far. It's just, I mean, there are so many people you can't even imagine if you've not been here. And as it gets closer and closer to Halloween and darker at night, it gets even worse. When we get close to Halloween, at like 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, you can't even move. Everything's long. Everything. Every ride is long. Every house is long. Every restaurant food location is long. Every drink stand, everything is a half an hour to 2 hour wait. I'm just giving you a heads up. Actually, I'm surprised at how grand opening there was like a ghost town. I feel like grand opening weekend, it was a ghost town compared to what it is the last couple of weekends. So I'm kind of glad this is it. I've loved it. It's been a great time, but I'm ready. We've got some other haunted attractions that we're going to be doing and showing. So I'm excited for those. She's not excited about one in particular, but I am. I think it's going to be a blast. So I'm going to put the camera down for about 3 hours, and we'll be back. And hopefully we have gone through the Halloween haunted house by then. But I'm not making any guarantees. Just in case anyone was wondering, yes, we're still waiting in line.
3 hours later.
Still in line. Still in line.
3 hours later.
Like, look how long the express pass line is. All the way down to the edge of that building and beyond. We haven't even gotten to the merge part yet. We're getting there though. You know, I'm actually pretty surprised that they don't have any better signage for Halloween. Usually the individual houses that are like the IPs, you know, like Halloween, Texas Chainsaw, Stranger Things, Weekend, they usually have like a giant poster or display or some sort of more elaborate entrance and not just stage 23 side door. I'm pretty surprised actually. It's kind of lame. Well, what'd you think of Halloween? Yeah.
It wasn't scary. It wasn't anything, like, it's what you would expect. Like, I didn't think it wasn't that interesting to me.
I got jump scared once.
I didn't, and I kept slowing down to try to get them to scare me. And I would literally see the Michael Myers people in the back crev staring at me. I'm like, are you gonna come out? And they wouldn't.
It's so hard with the continuously moving line, I swear. I mean, there was one part where somebody jumped up behind me and that scared me.
Yeah.
Because the sound effects scared me. I looked back and there was a dude and I was like, oh. Yeah, at first I thought it was going to be really weak because it was just kind of like walking through rooms.
Yeah.
And it, like nothing on the ceiling, like it just looked like the walls ended, you know.
Yeah.
And then we came around one corner and there was a whole house there.
An entire house.
A whole house. Cool. A whole house. And then there was like an upstairs part at one point, which was kind of cool, but like, I don't know, overall it just, it felt really short.
Yeah, it did.
Let's take a walk down, let's call it, I don't know, Carnival Food Row. I like the booths though, they're kind of neat. I think the booths look cute. Look how they have like all decorations and they're like lit up different colors. Kind of neat. Man, it's crowded though. I mean, just look at this line. Look at all these people trying to get food. Just for this one booth right here. Line. Still going. Still going. Yep, this is still the line. Still the line. Still the line. I mean, that's tough. That is tough. Man, it's loud. I never get over how loud it is here. Some dodgy guy following us. Look at him. So real talk, I had to come in here because it's so loud. I mean, it is so loud out there. I wanted to come in here where there's actually light. We got another refill. Man, we have been milking those refills for a while. And we actually got it on the way in again today. So that didn't take too long. But they're always out of ice everywhere, so we came in here and they had ice. So that was good.
They usually have ice here and at Louis and, or what is this?
Louis.
And Richter's Spurs, if you're looking.
Yeah, all the little booths out there are always no ice. Real talk though, Halloween, I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah, especially compared to like Dead Man's Fear. Dead Man's Fear wasn't scary either, but man, that one was amazing.
It was amazing.
So far this year, I think the only amazing one is Dead Man's Fear.
Yeah.
That I've been through.
I did feel a little bit like Halloween, like when we were in the house part,
Yeah.
like where the house was. I was starting to get like, okay, it's getting better. Now I'm feeling almost like I'm in the movie, and Michael Myers. I almost said Jason, and Michael Myers might actually be coming out here. But it was such a short period of it, and then there, like I said, there was a staircase that led up, and if you looked up there, Michael Myers was just at the top staring down at you, and that was kind of cool. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Overall, I don't know. Again, I'm not a fan of the workers standing in every single room.
Yeah, and I just think if Halloween Horror Nights came with your season pass, I would like it a lot more. But since it doesn't, and it's so expensive, I feel like I think I'm more critical.
Why do you think there's a worker in every room staring at everybody?
Every room.
Even like hallways, like where there's nothing. It's like a corner.
Yeah.
Why do you think they're there?
I don't know.
Like, do they have a big problem with like people wrecking stuff or something? I don't understand. Anyway. Well, we just got out of the Blumhouse haunted house, the 2-part Black Phone and Freaky.
Yeah, I like the Black Phone part because I've
So
seen
did
that
I.
movie, so to me that was cool.
I mean, it was like you walked into the movie. I thought it was so cool. It was like actual, I feel like it was actual like true set reproductions. Like they could have filmed the movie in that haunted house. It starts out with like the van with all the like black balloons. If you haven't seen the movie, then too bad. You're not gonna understand anything. But the van with the black balloons, and then it shows the basement where he's stuck in. I mean, the movie doesn't have a lot of locations to it.
Yeah.
It's like mostly just filmed in this little house. And I feel like the whole thing was like a reproduction. The basement with the mattress and the staircase and the phones, and then he's sitting on this chair like he did, like he was always waiting for him and stuff. It felt like I feel like I was in the movie. It wasn't scary at all, but it was cool. And then when it got to the Freaky part, I haven't actually seen Freaky.
No, I haven't either.
So to me, it wasn't like nostalgic or interesting. It was just kind of like, okay. But Black Phone part was cool. So I feel like if I had seen the Freaky movie, then maybe I would have thought that part of the house was better.
I just want to say on the video that somebody just pointed at the Back to the Future DeLorean when they were walking by and said, "Is that Bumblebee?"
Bumblebee?
Bro.
Bumblebee tuna. Yeah, so I think if we would have seen Freaky. So I did like, so we were right, and it was a 2-parter. It was like Black Phone was first, then it went to Freaky. So I thought that was cool how they had the butcher and the grabber, 2 different parts. It felt like it was almost 2 haunted houses, but it makes sense because Black Phone, I don't know how much you could have really done with it because the whole thing takes place in like a small house. So it was really cool though. I liked it. But again, it wasn't super scary. Gotcha?
Yeah, because I was picking.
Ha! Ugh. Okay, I literally cannot hardly
I
see.
feel like it's darker right here than it
I feel like it's dark. I was just saying the same thing. I feel like I can't see anything. Like it's like really dark here today. I can't see where I'm walking. Yikes.
And there's not very many scare actors.
Yeah, there's nobody here, really. Usually there's a bunch of people right here, but there isn't tonight for some reason. I think they all went on break at the same time, maybe. This guy here. Believe it or not, it's not daytime out. We're just under the
We're not in
brightest
Hollywood.
lights I've ever seen in my life. Look over there.
It's
crazy.
darker out tonight. I feel they usually have some lights on right there. It's like really dark.
Yeah. Man, it's loud. Woo, it's loud. Anyway, Bugs Alive.
Eh.
It was kind of cool. I mean, it started out like Home of the Future, and then you went into an area where like Home of the Future went wrong, like the bowels of it wasn't really going right, and then there was Bugs. I saw a face hugger in like the window. I swear it was an alien's face hugger. That's what it looked like. So then it was like bugs on like cabinets and counters and stuff, and then it eventually turned into like bug people. Like people were like transitioning into bugs. It was alright.
Really loud right here. I'm like distracted.
I don't even know if you can hear.
Noise?
I don't even know if you can hear the video. It is so loud, but it's bright, so whatever. It is what it is. So Bugs Alive is
Yeah. I'm in the
Sorry.
crowd.
Anyway.
Other than that one, yeah.
Halloween Horror Nights, as the event goes on, they do pick up some new merchandise. It's not all the same merchandise all through the event. Eventually they'll have some new things roped in here, and I'm always on the lookout for some stuff. I can't remember if they had, this feels new to me, but it's possible that they already had it. It's obviously a wedding get up here, so I'm not sure how useful it is for most people that either are not recently married. Different masks and stuff. But not a ton of new things so far. It's been mostly the same merch so far that's been here since the beginning. A lot of the same things. I mean, they're cool masks and stuff they have in here, but they've had these. Well, it's not new merchandise, but I'm definitely getting it because it's my last chance. I'm finally getting the Studio Screamers popcorn. Halloween Horror Nights with Frankenstein's monster on it. It is pricey. It's like $10, which is cheap, which is a lot more than Disney's, and I don't feel like it's even the same size. Maybe it's the same. And I have no idea what flavor it is. So we're gonna find out. But this is my last chance of getting it, and I'm finally gonna score the delicious green looking popcorn. Well folks, I think we're gonna end it right here where it all began. In front of the Pumpkin Lord. That's a wrap for us for Halloween Horror Nights 31, 2022. It was a lot of fun. It was a blast overall. I think we're going to do one more episode to kind of wrap up Halloween Horror Nights. I'm thinking about doing a Halloween Horror Nights honest review to kind of give you all of our thoughts and what we thought was really great, what maybe wasn't so great. So be on the lookout for that episode. But other than that, I think that's it for us. And I'm kind of ready. I think it's good timing. We've done it. I feel like it's time. So we're going to move on to other things. Thanks again for joining us. It's been a blast. Hope you've enjoyed these episodes. Until we see you again, the Noble Way.
It's easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.